Coming up on UT 10 News, the university's enrollment struggles continue.
I'm going to also take a look at a panel of experts discussing the different ways to combat the spread of disinformation.
Plus, Kaylee Louthborough talks UT women's hoops and their impressive showing over the weekend. Your news in 10 minutes starts now. Thanks for joining us. I'm Rachel Schneider.
And I'm Marla Goatee. Accusations of fake news continue to be a talking point from the White House. It has had a profound impact on journalist safety and consumers who now question what they see and hear.
That's why UT's Zeta Phi Eta and the Independent Collegian teamed up to host a panel discussion about its impact. UT 10's Bailey Lustig has the story.
The Fake News, an interdisciplinary approach event, invited 5 panelists from varying communication and journalism backgrounds to speak about fake news in today's media.
Fake news is out there, and I think that people should really look into their information before they post stuff.
The panel opened with topics like why false stories go viral and tips on how to verify their accuracy. A Q&A session with the audience followed.
Never take anything at face value. Make sure that you are checking your facts, checking your sources, and just really keeping up with current events.
Hasler also says he would like to host similar events to this in the future to provoke discussion among students about issues in the media. I'm Bailey Lustig for UT 10 News.
The Independent Collegian has found an alternative way to report its campus news.
The paper has teamed up with WXUT to produce an IC News podcast. UT 10's Lacey Horn is live in the studio with more. Lacey, can you tell us why the newspaper has decided to hit the airwaves?
Rachel and Marla, the IC thought this was a great opportunity to reach out to more students.
The newspaper will be reporting campus news on a new platform, IC Audio. IC Audio is a podcast and a radio show that WXUT will be hosting. The show has no set schedule, but according to Ben Morse, the show's founder, the goal is for the show to air every week.
If they don't want to sit down with the physical paper, they can plug in some headphones and listen to IC Audio, and they're still getting the information that they need to receive.
All podcast episodes are posted to the Independent Collegiate website.
Morse says the viewership of the podcast and radio show has increased since the show started in September of this year. Rachel and Marla.
The university is currently facing an ongoing challenge with student enrollment and retention. Interim VP for Enrollment Management, Stephanie Sanders, says this issue is due to Ohio's declining high school graduation rates and competition with other institutions. According to the UT Admissions Office, the university has seen a 1% decline in overall enrollment this fall. President Sharon Gaber is asking all faculty and staff to support continued efforts to grow enrollment and retention.
We want to make sure that they're aware of all the great academic programs we have at the University of Toledo, all the great students that we have here, and we want to tell the success stories.
Students packed the UT Rec Center to continue the fight against cancer in the search for a cure. Relay for Life is the signature fundraiser for the American Cancer Society and takes place every year. Passport to a Cure was the theme for this year's relay as multiple student organizations came together to raise money for cancer research. Walkers honored survivors and individuals who lost their lives to the disease through a survivor and caregiver walk as well as a luminaria ceremony.
If you ask anyone here, they've been affected by cancer, so it just shows that we're here to fight the fight.
A little more than $71,000 was raised and will go towards research and to help local families fight the disease. From Ecuador to Asia, UT celebrates different cultures during the International Foods Fair.
Last week, students from all over the world shared their cultures by making food for the university community. UT 10's Samantha Johnson was at the Student Union Auditorium.
Hundreds of UT students showed up to try different foods and watch performances from many cultures. UT student Lisette Mingon encouraged everyone who showed up to not be shy and ask each booth about their culture.
It is an amazing place to just mix all of the cultures, so you go with people, try their delicious food, and then ask a little more about it.
It shows the diversity of UT's campus, and it invites every student on campus to try different foods from different countries.
Following the fire at University Circle Apartments that affected multiple international students, UT wants to remind every student that they are celebrated and supported. I'm Samantha Johnson, UT 10 News.
The weather outside is frightful, meaning UT's popular Lime scooters are preparing for their winter hibernation. Hop in your cars or break out your snow boots because the popular scooter chain is removing scooters from campus this month. Its goal? to minimize damage to their units while increasing safety for students. The company plans to bring them back in March or when the weather shows consistent improvement.
I think it's a good idea. Personally, they're a little tricky when it gets wet, so I think as a caution thing for Lime, it's very smart.
Lime says it's not worth the risk and that the cold, wet weather could put the scooter and the passenger in danger. A fun new ice rink opened in downtown Toledo over the weekend. 1C Skate is located on Summit Street between the Fifth Third building and the Renaissance Hotel. It had its grand opening Saturday, and skaters get 90 minutes of skating time for $5.
We're looking for something to do. There's not very many winter activities, and I mean, it's brand new. We wanted to try it out. We've never been ice skating before.
Students and military receive a discounted rate of $3 with skate rentals for just $2.
Thousands gathered to kick off the holiday season in downtown Toledo as the Blade hosted its 31st annual holiday parade. The city closed downtown streets around Fifth Third Field as it hosted more than 75 groups on Saturday. There were floats, marching bands, and dance teams. There was also a special guest appearance from Santa, who has his list and is checking it twice.
Don't play in the street, eat your vegetables, and no fighting between brother or sister between now and Christmas, because I'm watching in the magic mirror.
After the parade, Santa headed to the Imagination Station to talk with kids about their Christmas wishes.
I'm Kaylee Lufbro, and this is your UT10 Sports Report. The women's basketball team ignited the hardwood on Sunday as they took on Duquesne at Savage Arena. But first, the Walleye battled the Comets in a hard-fought game as they look to continue their winning streak on Saturday. After an 11-1 start, the Walleye look to continue their dominant season. The Fish found the net in the first 2 minutes and capitalized on that momentum as Greg Wolf forced the puck past Lucas Hafner, putting the Walleye up 2-0. To the second period, Fort Wayne found Toledo goalie Pat Nagel out of position, scoring an easy goal. Later in the second, Nagel redeemed himself with this save to keep the score 2-1 in favor of the Walleye. But tensions were high as Reimer Oberkachowski mixed it up with Justin Kia in front of the Toledo goal. In the end, the Walleye proved to be too strong as they go on to win 2-1, improving their winning streak to 10 in a row. Over at Savage Arena, where the women's basketball team took on the Dukes on Sunday. After beating Iona on Wednesday, the Rockets look to stay on track against Duquesne. Toledo was on a roll early as Nakia Black finds Kayla McIntyre for the easy layup. Mariela Santucci found success early, scoring 9 points in the first quarter. The Dukes would keep it close in the first. Juliana Vojnovic drains this three, bringing them within 4 points. To the second, Black stepped up and hit this three-pointer to give the Rockets a 10-point lead. Toledo takes a 30-27 lead into the half. Santucci and McIntyre stayed hot in the second half as they connect for 2 more points. The Rockets kept the pressure on as Michaela Boyd scored the 2 quick ones on the fast break. Duquesne's Lyle Soleil dances in the paint and easily finds the basket. In the end, Toledo would prove to be too much as they go on to win 65-52.
I thought their effort and their focus was outstanding even when Duquesne cut it and really gave us a game in the middle of that second half. Very, very proud of our composure at that time.
The Rockets will hit the road tomorrow as they take on Dayton. That's it for sports. Back to you, Rachel and Marla.
That's it for UT10 News. For the latest breaking news from campus and bios from all UT10 reporters, go to our website, ut10news.com.
And remember, you can watch the live stream of our newscast every Tuesday at noon on our YouTube channel. For Marla Goatee, Kaylee Lufbro, and all of our crew, I'm Rachel Schneider. Have a great Thanksgiving and stay tuned for more news from the UT campus. Have a great week, everybody.